about this morning in Edinburgh. I'm about to try to cycle from Edinburgh to Glasgow along one of the National Cycle Network routes. It should take me through some picturesque areas of the countryside. This wasn't meant to happen today. I should have been going to the island of Bute, but due to trains being down, I was scuppered. So I've had to make a quick change of plans. I have no map. I'm sure I'll survive as long as I can find the magic blue National Cycle Network signs. So we'll see how that goes. This morning I'm going from Edinburgh, Waverley Station. I'm going to cycle through to Glasgow with some luck. So wish me luck. If you've done this route yourself, please make some comments at the end and think about subscribing to the channel. We've got various videos about cycling and hill walking and other odd things here and abroad. You may be interested in it. Okay. One of the things I enjoy most about arriving at Waverley Station in Edinburgh is that as soon as you come out from the station, you are confronted with all of this. You have the Scott Monument there, and you have Edinburgh Castle over there behind it. I'll move along the street a bit and give you a better look at that. How would you get a better castle view than that? So I'll now try and find the National Cycle Network. One of the paths, or two going through to Glasgow. I'm not quite sure which one I want to follow yet. 754 takes me up by the Falkirk Wheel Kelpies direction, and the other one takes me a bit further south than that. I'll have a look and see when I get to the junction which one I want to do. Well, the first thing is to see if I can find my way to the grass market, which is not too far from here, probably about 5-10 minutes walk. And from the grass market in Edinburgh to Fountain Bridge in Edinburgh, which is a little bit further west, and that's where I pick up the cycle route. And then I'll have some comforting blue sign. I think maybe the grass market will be just after the Scotsman building, which you can see ahead. The views from the bridges are tremendous. Have a look at that. With the hotel there. Scott Monument. Down below we have the station, leaving the station, the roof. Over there you can see in the middle just now, you can see Edinburgh Castle. Then there's the Bank building, I think Bank of Scotland building with all the flags. So we've arrived at the Royal Mile, High Street, otherwise known as the Royal Mile. Going from the castle at the top down to Holyrood Palace and the Scottish Parliament building at the bottom. We're going uphill. We need to find our way to the grass market and thence to Fountain Bridge. So I think we need to do a right here down Coburn Street, lovely street, cobbles, a street of real character. We'll go down this one, past the Scotsman's Lounge. Scotsman, presumably related to the newspaper The Scotsman. I have to say, Edinburgh really is one of my favourite places for walking about. If you've got a sunny day, a dry day, and you can just wander and you have a camera with you, you'll run out of memory on your card. The malt we're talking about here is the barley, which is being germinated as part of the process of making whisky. So the malt is the malted barley, the barley which is being germinated to produce the sugar from the starch inside the seeds. And the shovel is what they use to move the seeds around, to make sure they germinate evenly. So there you go. some of the many little steps you get going from one street to the other in Edinburgh. This is the old town of Edinburgh, not the new town. The old town has no real pattern to it, which makes it fascinating and great. The new town over the other side is built on a kind of grid system, a more modern grid system like a lot of the American cities. But this is much better, I think, as long as you don't mind a little climb occasionally. Now we're down in Market Street. Okay, having checked my map, I've realised I'm going the wrong way, so I have to go back up this way a bit and then cut down towards Grassmarket from there. More steps. See what I mean about Edinburgh and its steps? This is a great way to see Edinburgh. This area is called the Mound, and there's the Scottish National Gallery just down, yet more steps down there. We're still in the old town. There's a castle up there. From here, find your way up behind the Grassmarket, so we'll now have to do a left. Let's see where we go. Section of it. Right down the bottom there you might be able to see some water, the Firth of Forth, the wide estuary, just after that 20 mph sign. You can maybe see it in the distance, and that is St Giles Church. Okay, that's the Grassmarket down there. That's where we need to go. But a lot of steps unless I go up a street or so and then I can come down. Oh, I think I'll just go again. This is the second lot of steps going down here. Made it. Victoria Street, Grassmarket down there. Right, that's where we just came from. Down the steps, down to there. And now, down to the Grassmarket and hopefully pick up the cycle path down there. Just climbed up yet more steps into Greyfriars Churchyard. We'll have a look about Greyfriars Churchyard. Quite a popular tourist trap as well, Greyfriars Churchyard. I wonder if they're all looking for the famous Greyfriars Bobby statue. Greyfriars Bobby. I include this just because I feel why not. It's a fairly famous thing in Edinburgh. The little dog who just said remained by its master's graveside long after he was buried. I think he's interred in Greyfriars churchyard, and that's Greyfriars Bobby. It's good luck to rub his nose, apparently, so tourists come and rub his nose. There we go, if you can reach. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's it, done. Well done, madam. Well, I'm now lost again. The trouble with Edinburgh is that it's so damn picturesque that you get tempted out of your normal way. I've come through Greyfriars Churchyard, come out the other end of it, back onto George IV Bridge. Now I've got to do a step or two backwards, I think, to try and find a way to a cycle path at Fountain Bridge. Never mind, it's all very interesting, as you can see. I found a cycle path that goes through the Meadows area, so I'm going to try and go down this way and then cut through to Fountain Bridge from there. So it starts off very nice. We have some shops, people sitting around on the grass enjoying the fine weather, and I'll way up there to George Square for bikes. I don't want that, I don't think, so I'm going to carry on down, right the way down there, and hopefully pick up the road that I want, the cycle path that I want down there. And about time too, just as I get to the Meadows properly, we have some cycle signs. I think maybe I'll try the Union Canal Balerno Rattle route. Yes, please. That's brilliant. Fantastic.
I hope that's going to go on the front cover of Cycling World.
Well, I hope it's be on my YouTube channel maybe.
Oh, there we go.
Quick stop in Broxburn for a recharge for me and my equipment. And that's the way down the road to the Falkirk Wheel, 19.5 miles. So this is us in Greendykes Road in Broxburn. The main street is just down in the distance there. I've just come up from there. Oh, unfortunately, one puncture, a thorn. Never mind. Front wheel puncture. Let's see if we can sort it. Okay, 2 empty tubes of adhesive later. Let's hope a self-adhesive patch works.
Get there, pal.
Nah, it's not working.
Is it low or not?
The adhesive I've got, the 2 tubes were dry. And I've got a self-adhesive patch on, but I don't think it's that good. It's still leaking. I think I'm pushing it home. To Glasgow.
To stay. Glasgow?
East Kilbride, yeah. Now, if I can get a wee shop with good adhesive, then I can get some fresh
There's a wee
adhesive.
shop up the road there, like.
Is there?
Aye.
Oh, I'll have a wee go at that.
If you leave like here, because they're going to be fishing for you anyway.
My puncture repair was thwarted by 2 empty tubes of glue adhesive, so that didn't work. A friendly fellow cyclist stopped and gave me a hand and put a self-adhesive one on. Only held for a few metres and now it's flat again. And a very friendly fisherman went and got a new repair kit, so I think I need to break out the new repair kit and try again. Oh, glad it's not dark till 10:30. Here we go. So I've just fixed 2 punctures. A gentleman helped me with one of them with his self-adhesive patch. Then I found after a few hundred yards I actually had 2 punctures. So thank goodness for the new kit I had. I've now fixed that one and touch wood, it seems to be holding this time. So now I have to make time and get to the Falkirk Wheel or Linlithgow and get the train from Linlithgow if I want. Let's see how the light goes. There we are. I thought it would be nice to have some countryside sounds and calmness for a bit, and birdsong. made it to Linlithgow, so it's decisions time. Do I grab a train here or carry on to the Falkirk Wheel? I'm thinking maybe the station's quite attractive and I've wasted so much time in Edinburgh getting lost. Enjoyably lost, but still getting lost, it took up time. Then I had 2 punctures simultaneously, which had to be repaired. So lots of time was gone. The sun is sinking slowly in the west, but it might start to sink faster in the west. So I'll have a little look and see how much longer I have to go before going to Falkirk. Thank you very much. It is, really blinds you. Well, that's me finished. Back home in East Kilbride, I decided to take the path of least resistance at Linlithgow and got the train back to Queen Street, then the train from Glasgow Central back to East Kilbride. I hope you enjoyed looking at the canals and bits of Edinburgh, views of Edinburgh Old Town today. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, don't forget to subscribe for free and maybe give a comment or two if you've had experience of those bits of canal yourself. I'd be interested to hear about your experiences, and give a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks very much for watching.